Good morning, children. Welcome to My Pace, My Space. I am Toshina ma'am from Sanskriti School. Hope you all are doing fine. Let's start with our EVS class. Our topic for the day is germination. So we are going to study about how a seed germinates. So let's start with our topic. So, before understanding what is germination, let us first understand what conditions are required for a seed to grow. We discussed it in the class that flower converts to fruit. Fruits have seeds inside them, and from those seeds we produce new plants. So we take those seeds and we sow them in the soil. Now, what all conditions are required for the seed to grow? As you can see in this image, you will see that we sow the seed in the ground. It needs water, air, and warmth from sunlight. So, when all the conditions are given to a seed in proper amount, the seed starts to germinate or the seed starts to grow in a plant. I'll repeat again. We sow the seed in the ground and the seed requires proper condition to grow. Okay, it requires water, air, and warmth from the sun, that is sunlight. When all the conditions are given to the seed starts to grow or the seed starts to germinate. So a seed is sown in the ground and needs condition like air, water, and warmth from the sun, which we have discussed just now. When all the conditions are suitable for the seed, it begins to grow into a seedling. Okay, when all the conditions are given to the seed starts to grow into a seedling. Okay, so let's study about germination of a seed. So for that, let's observe this picture. So we have just now discussed that a seed is sown in the ground and the proper conditions are given like water, air, and sunlight. So this first picture represents that we have sown the seed in the soil. Now, after few days, the embryo starts to grow. We all have studied this earlier also, that a seed has a baby plant inside it. So when all the three conditions are given, a small embryo comes out. Okay, and that is actually a root. Why? Because it needs to absorb the food and other nutrients from the soil. Now you can see in the third picture, the root has grown a bit and the seed coat starts to fall. That is a covering which protects the seed. So now the seed coat starts falling off and the roots starts to grow even more to absorb even more water and minerals from the soil. In the fourth picture also, the seed is trying to come out in search of sunlight and the roots are growing more. The roots are growing because now they need more food and nutrients from the soil for a good development of the plant. So that is why the seed has come out now, because it needs sunlight to grow. In the fifth picture also we can see it's growing taller and the leaf starts to come out of the seed. And the roots are still growing. They are growing in search of food and nutrient and even for water as well. So at the last, the leaves open. They start performing the process of photosynthesis, which you have already studied, because they need to grow taller. So they need to perform photosynthesis to make their own food. And now the roots are developed. They are still growing and they'll keep on growing wherever they find moisture and nutrients. Okay, and we have discussed this earlier in the class, that the part above the soil is called as shoot and the part under the soil is known as roots. So earlier the seed was inside the soil, then it starts to grow, the seed coat comes off, the seed starts to come out of the soil in search of sunlight, it begins to grow, then the leaves come out, and the leaves open, and then they perform the process of photosynthesis so that the plant can grow and it can flourish. So the process by which a seed that is getting all the suitable conditions grow into a plant is called germination. So this whole process is known as germination. The process from a seed to a plant is known as germination. And the three conditions are very important for a germination of the seed. It's air, water, and sunlight. Okay, when the three conditions are given, then this process of germination happens. Now let's see what is a life cycle of a tree or a plant. So we have discussed flower, fruits, and seed. So similarly, you can see here a tree is there which will produce some flowers. These flowers will convert to fruits. The fruits will have seeds inside them. Those seeds, when we sow in the ground, they are going to sprout or they are going to grow, and then later on they'll convert to tree. So this cycle, this process goes on, and this is the life cycle of a tree and or plants. And we all know that tree and plants are very important for an environment because they give us oxygen and they help our environment to be clean, and they give us fresh air. So let's move ahead. Okay, now I have this activity for you all. You can see here 4 jars made, and the process of germination is happening, but they are not in proper order. So what you have to do is you have to arrange the pictures in correct order. Each picture has a number 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to see what is the correct order of germination, and you have to note down the correct order. You can just note down the numbers in your notebook in the correct order. Okay, now it's practice time. Let's see how much you have understood about germination of a seed. So you can answer these questions in your notebook. I'll read out the questions for you so that you find it easy to answer them. So the first question is, a seed needs dash, dash, and dash to grow into a plant. So do you remember the 3 conditions required for a seed to grow into a plant? Yes. So you need to fill in the blanks with the correct answer. The second one is you have to draw germination of a seed drawing in your notebook. You can see the video from the starting if you face difficulty in drawing that. And the third one again is drawing. You have to draw a life cycle of a tree. Again, you can see from the video and draw it in your notebook. So enjoy doing your activity. Let's come to the last activity now. So it's a really fun one. What you will need some kidney beans, and you have to soak it overnight. You have to put the beans in some water for 1 night, and then you can use it in the next morning. You need some soil, and then you can use any plastic or glass container that you have at home. So what's the process? You are going to soak the beans overnight. Then you are going to take the container and put some soil in it. The third step is you place the kidney beans that you have soaked in the soil, and after that sprinkle some water. Don't add too much water, okay? You just have to sprinkle the water. Later you can put that pot in the sunlight and observe the pot daily. You can note down when you see an embryo coming out of a seed. You can note down the date. You can note down in how many days the embryo came out of the seed. And after a few days, you will definitely see a plant has grown. So enjoy doing the activity and share your experience with your teacher. Okay, thank you, children. So enjoy doing the activities that we have just now discussed. And if you face difficulty in answering any of the questions, you can see the video from the starting. Take care of yourself, be safe, and have a nice day.